All right, hello. So um, today's October, right? We are in the month of October, and Halloween is somewhere in this month. I don't even know what this intro is, but since it's October, I've been thinking about like something to make referencing, the spooky month of October. And so here it is. I'm gonna talk about some like movies that used to scare me when I was a kid, and some kind of still do scare me to this day. So let's get this started. So the first one that I'm gonna say is going to be a shock to no one because I think the concept of this is scary, even though in 2025 I think this would be like the least scary thing ever. But the Chucky movies, at least Child's Play 1, 2, and 3, it scared me a lot as a kid because if you don't know about the franchise, before it got like more not friendly, but like it went from a serious tone to a more funny one. But essentially, Child's Play 1 and 3 was essentially about a person named Charles Lee Ray who died in the first Child's Play movie. Like in the first couple minutes of the movie, he dies, and before he dies, he put his soul into a good guy's doll, which you know is the main thing about this. So Charles Lee Ray is inside of a doll, and his main goal is to essentially transfer his soul to a human body before he's permanently stuck in a doll forever. And it's the concept of just like a doll moving around on its own and killing people is very scary because that's fucking frightening. Just thinking about like you buy, I don't know, like a Cabbage Patch Kids doll and that shit coming to life and killing you is pretty scary. I remember this isn't a movie, but I remember watching an episode of Robot Chicken to where they had that scene play out to where Chucky was like walking through a graveyard and like a bunch of Cabbage Patch Kids were alive and they killed them. That shook me to my fucking core because because whenever I think of Chucky, I do think of like dolls, obviously like him, and like those dolls. I thought of those when I would think of Chucky. So yeah, Chucky used to scare me a lot as a kid. Now, no, because when you're a kid, you just think, oh my god, dude, like, what if like a doll comes to life? And obviously, you're taller than a doll, unless for some reason the doll is like life size. But you can just like boot the doll or break its head open, like how they dealt with Slappy in Goosebumps and A Night of the Living Dummy, because and Slappy was all like, oh, you guys are my slaves now. And then like the other dummy came to life and basically tagged them and broke his head open. So you can do that. Um, so yeah, Child's Play used to scare me when I was a kid. Obviously, 1, 2, and 3 did. I should, because Child's Play just scared me because of like obviously Chucky and like the way he died in all of the movies. I think the one that stuck with me the most was the third one because of just Chucky falling through like a metal thing and like dying that way was just like, damn, dude, that's scary. So yeah, those used to scare me. Obviously, Bride of Chucky, not really, because that's when the Chucky franchise like took a funnier route instead of being serious, it got like more comical. Seed of Chucky did not scare me at all because that's when they went from like, because Bride of Chucky was kind of serious, but then Seed of Chucky was not serious at all. Okay, yeah, you got fucking Redman in the movie playing as himself, and Seed of, actually, no, let me take that back. Near the like Seed of Chucky itself didn't scare me, but I guess the ending of it kind of did. Mind, I was a kid, so like the ending of Seed of Chucky is the Tiffany and Chucky's or son child, because I don't remember, like I don't remember that whole thing. Their child um becomes human again by some way. I haven't seen Seed of Chucky in so long, but the their child becomes a human again, and it's their birthday, and the kid opens up a present, and it's Chucky's arm, because like before this, Chucky got like decapitated by Glenn. So yeah, his arm was in there, and it like chokes the kid, and it just jump scared me because it's like, oh shit. But yeah, Other than that, though, the movie did not scare me at all. And then, I was older when this came out, but the newer Child's Plays also didn't scare me because I was once again older. But I do like how they went from like Goofy for like Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, and then what was it, Cult of Chucky, to where that one came out, and then it was like very serious. And there's another one. There's like another one that came out after Cult of Chucky, Curse of Chucky. Well, whichever newer ones came out, those ones were really good. I like those ones. If I was a little bit younger, I think it would have scared me. But I'm older now, so like they didn't scare me. But yeah, so yeah, definitely Chucky is a thing that just makes you feel uncomfortable thinking about. Obviously, in 2025, I think that would be the least of our worries if that were to happen. But yeah, that was one of them. Another one that actually still does scare me to this day, Drag Me to Hell. Now, if you've never seen that movie, it's pretty good. From what I remember, it's been like it's been a very long time since I've seen that movie, and I don't think I'm ever gonna rewatch it again because of the ending. So essentially, the plot of the movie is a girl gets like a cursed button, and I think she has like a week to either, I think it's like she has to kill someone just to like return it back to its owner, so that way the curse can be put on someone else. But she goes through all these hurdles, and near like the end of the movie, she finds the grave of the person who gave it to her and swapped out the buttons. And we're thinking, oh my gosh, she like, she saved her own life. She's not gonna get dragged to hell. And with her and I guess her boyfriend at like a train station, and I'm getting chills talking about this. And like she falls like on the tracks, and then like a portal of hell just opens and it drags her down there, and like her skin is burned off. It's bad. It's really scary. So yeah, that one scared me as a kid and still does. Okay, I remember because I was a kid when I saw this. So I remember like watching that, and then essentially going to sleep after was one of the worst things I've ever done. I should have just like put on something else, even though I'm pretty sure that I did. But as a kid, you're like, that's the only thing you can think of. So that just shook me to my fucking core. So yeah, that was definitely one of them. Another movie, well, not movie, but like you say, the movie Creepshow. The Creepshow used to also scare me a lot too, and some of them still kind of do. But then again, I haven't seen Creepshow in a very long time. But I remember, I think the three that I remember scaring me the most as a kid was The Raft, the ones where not the doll, but it was like a statue came to life, and dude, there's another one. There's another one that used to scare me so much, but I don't remember what it was. But I know those two for sure did, because the statue one goes back to the Chucky thing, to where like the concept of a statue coming to life. That's not supposed to come to life. Statue's not supposed to come to life, but there's a concept that's scary. And the raft one was just because, imagine you're just out with your friends going swimming, and then all of a sudden you see like a black tarp, and it's getting closer to you, and essentially if you get caught into it, you're dead. So very scary. I really don't remember the third one, but I think Creepshow in itself was maybe my younger self should not have been watching that shit when at the age I was, but what are you gonna do? I was a rebellious kid. There's definitely more. I guess Nightmare on Elm Street, just the concept of like, if you go to sleep you die essentially. And I don't remember the plot of Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I know is that like Freddy got burned alive because he was weird. And that's basically all I remember about it. Halloween didn't really scare me like that either, because it just didn't. Maybe it's because when I saw Halloween I was older, but I don't know. I actually really don't know. There's only like the four that I said. There has to be more that scared me when I was younger. Hey, so like editing me, I just realized there's two more I can talk about. So One of them is The Ring. I think The Ring is definitely something that scared everyone who saw it. Even today, there are some people who are probably still scared of it today. But The Ring definitely scared me because, the idea of you watching something and then dying in a week is pretty disturbing. I can't lie to you because, yeah, this is like, what if you're just at home minding your own business, you just got off work or whatever, or you're hanging out with friends and, you turn on your TV and then it just says something like 7 days. You have 7 days, and then you're gonna die. And it's like, oh, okay, well, dude, I just wanted to I just wanted to relax, man. Why'd my TV say "fuck me" for? So yeah, The Ring was definitely that, and I don't know if like chain letters back in the day were inspired by The Ring, but I imagine that they probably kind of took inspiration because you know, chain letters were like, oh, if you don't send this to 5 people, oh, you're gonna die at midnight, or whatever. So I'm pretty sure people saw The Ring and were like, huh, a video that kills you in a week. Now I think I could do something with that. So I'm pretty sure The Ring inspired that. Could be wrong, but I would like to imagine that it did. The other movie that scared me a lot as a kid, Dead Silence, and I think I saw this one in theaters, and I think that was like the worst mistake I ever made in my life because, when you're watching a movie in the theaters, things are like the volume is super loud, so like if there's like a jump scare, it hits you harder than if you watched it at home because obviously at home you don't have to have the volume at like 50, you can have it at whatever volume you like, but in theaters, super loud, so like when the jump scares happen, it hits you. It's really bad. So, and also, once again, I don't like dolls. I don't like dolls that like ventriloquist dolls. They give me the heebie-jeebies. So yeah, that was definitely something. I think they made a second one too that I never saw or never got made or was in the process of being made, but it got canceled for some reason. But yeah, Dead Silence definitely scared me. I can't believe I forgot about that when I was making this. I'm actually so upset that I did because Dead Silence is a really good movie, but I don't think a lot of people saw it because first of all, it was in theaters, and then I remember this. It was in theaters, and then I went to the store once, and it was just there on VHS. Like, bro, what? It happened so fast. I'm like, okay, did the movie flop or something, or like, why was it already like in source? Now, mind you, this was before we had like streaming services like HBO Max and stuff. So it being in theaters that fast, or it being like on DVD that fast, is like, what happened? what happened? To me, I thought it was pretty scary, but thinking I was a kid, so I was like, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. So those are 2 more. I feel like there's another one that is like in my head, but I don't remember what it was. But just wanted to quickly add this one. If I remember the other one, I'll add it in here. Okay, wait, hold on. I remembered. Saw. Saw used to scare me. There's 2 more. Saw used to scare me, obviously, because, the concept of you being abducted. Is that a word? Abducted by someone and then having to be a part of a life or death game to where if you fail, you're dead in the most, like, graphic way ever. It's pretty disturbing, obviously. I think I don't remember what Saw movie, but I know I saw one in theaters and scared the ever-living life out of me. Like, if you've seen Saw, you know what I'm talking about. I think they made, like, a new one recently that I'm not going to watch because, no, I think to where I'm at now in life, I think Saw is just, like, too gory and, like, too just, like, all right, bro. All right, come on now. Like, bro, stop. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to see it. But maybe if it's on streaming services, I might watch it. With friends, of course. But I'm not watching that shit by myself because, no, I'm not going to do that. Another one, I don't know why I didn't think about this until now, but Final Destination. I think Final Destination was something that scared everyone because the way things happen in that movie is just like, damn, dude, like, the hell? And the reason why I'm not laughing at the movie, I'm just laughing at because I saw a TikTok where it was like being in a Final Destination movie, and it was like literally anything the guy did, he just exploded. So that's why I'm laughing, because I'm just thinking about that, and that's essentially how that franchise is. Any mundane task you do, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, it does represent actual life, because I don't want to get all political, not political. Whoa, I don't want to get like all like real, but some of the stuff in Final Destination can happen to you in real life, and that's probably what makes it so scary. Is because like life is so unpredictable, and you can just be minding your own business, and then all of a sudden that's it. So I think that's why it just scares so many people, because it's just like it has a sense of like realness to it. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it doesn't. Definitely did that with me. I don't remember what Final Destination this was, but I know I saw. I don't know why. By the way, I don't know why I did this as a kid. I would watch scary stuff and then go to sleep afterwards. Like, bro, why? I don't know why I did that. But anyways, I saw one Final Destination, and it was the one where it was like it had the sauna scene and the racetrack one. I don't remember which one. I don't remember which one it was, but those two, those ones traumatized me a lot. Those ones scared the shit out of me. But yeah, okay, all right. I think now I've gotten out all of the movies that traumatized me as a kid. If not, there'll be another add-on here, but I think that's it. I hope. Hey, so editing me again. This is like a few days after I recorded the other ones. I'm a little bit like a couple days since I've recorded the other spooky stuff that I was talking about, and I completely forgot about Leprechaun. Like, Leprechaun used to scare me as a kid, mostly just because of the way Leprechaun. There's like two more actually, now I think about it. But the first one is Leprechaun, because whenever I think of the movie Leprechaun, I vaguely remember the scene to where Leprechaun, is that even bro's name? To where Leprechaun like ripped out a girl's like jaw, because I think he thought she had his gold or something. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've seen Leprechaun, and I just remember that being like a core memory of stuff that used to scare me. So yeah, Leprechaun is also on there. That used to scare me. Now, obviously, no, because like the Leprechaun movies are just very goofy. Just the stuff, the special effects they did for like the deaths were really good. But yeah, other than that, scary. Like, it's just a dumb scary movie. Another one that I just thought about while doing this is also Candyman, because of there were some deaths in Candyman that were pretty scary, and there was also like the ending of Candyman to where spoilers for all these movies, by the way. If you have not seen these, I would recommend all of them, but just if you are gonna watch them during the daytime with the lights on, so you don't like shit yourself. But for Candyman, the way the movie ended was, I'm talking about the older Candyman, not the newer one that came out like a few years ago. I'm talking about like the 1991. So, in that movie, the way the movie ended was Candyman and the girl he was like going after, they both die, I believe, or I know Candyman for sure dies. I don't remember how they died, because I have not watched these movies in a very long time, but I remember that at the end of Candyman, it was like some dude said, I don't remember what he said, but he said something in the mirror, and then he died because like he summoned a spirit or something that killed him. So definitely that too also used to scare me a lot, because me growing up, when I grew up with the internet kind of, so like there are people saying that, oh, if you say like Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times, you'll die from it, and like, once again, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, Bloody Mary's been around since like before that. I gotta stop. It's dark in my room, so let me not say the name again, because that might happen. But I think that that urban legend was around longer before Candyman, but they might have just taken that as a reference. So that also used to scare me a lot as a kid, because yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has tried like the challenge. I'm not gonna say the name again, because I've said it 2 times. I'm not gonna say it 3 times, but I'm pretty sure everyone has tried the challenge, and hopefully you're all still alive if you've tried this. But yeah, so those also like shook me to my core. Honestly, man, I need to rewatch a lot of these things to see if they even hold up. I know Child's Play will not, because like, you know, like I said in like the beginning of the video, like Chucky used to be scary, but now it's more goofy and all that other stuff. Except Cold Chucky and the other one that came after that, Curse of Chucky, whatever the fuck it's called. Um, a Drag Me to Hell probably still will scare me because of the ending and the effects they did with the movie. Final Destination, yeah, because like I said, yeah, that one would still scare me. And the other one, maybe, possibly, I don't know, but yeah. Those are two more that I just thought about, because literally I was scrolling through my channels and I saw that Leprechaun was on, and I was like, oh, dude, I remember how they used to give me like nightmares when I was a kid. But yeah, all right. I think now this is actually going to be the last edit that I do, unless for some reason I think of something else, but I don't think I am. So yeah, this is hopefully going to be the last edit, and if it's not, I'm going to have egg on my face. Yeah, those are some of the movies that scared me as a kid, because if I talk about stuff that scared me as a kid, we would be here for hours. But yeah, we're just gonna, I just wanted to quickly talk about some movies that scared me as a kid. If I had a tier list all of these, Drag Me to Hell is definitely number one. Definitely number one, because like I said, the ending just scared me a lot. I think number two would probably be, I guess, Creep Show. I really don't know. I really don't know. Maybe during this month I'll rewatch some of these. Not Drag Me to Hell, but maybe like Creep Show, Child's Play, maybe Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know. Child's Play, I guess at 3, I guess, because like I said, the concept of a doll coming to life is actually pretty scary. But I think that's it. I think that's it. Be on the lookout for, because every Halloween I read a creepy story, so be on the lookout for that this month. I have no idea what it's gonna be, but I think I have an idea on what it will be. But just look out for that whenever it comes out. I'm gonna try to have it out before Halloween, because I think last year I was supposed to do one, but I missed the date of it, and yeah, so be on the lookout for that, and let me know some of your scariest movies that you've seen. And yeah, that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys for listening.